When people don't believe in you, you have to believe in yourself. I have not had any plastic surgery in any shape or form, no implants, and my hair is not dyed. Together we are stronger, our voices louder, and the synergy of our actions more powerful. Together we can prevail on the Navy to put common sense safeguards in place, like requiring its ships to avoid the most sensitive marine mammal habitats and to stop their training exercises during peak migrations. I think you make the best with what you've got, you know. Sometimes you have very little, and you just always try to rise to higher ground, because you're going to suffer one way or the other, so you just hope that you have strength and perseverance and good friends and faith, some kind of faith, to endure and move on to greener pastures. I like dressing in all seasons. Every season has its own character and charm. We owe it to our children to be better stewards of the environment. The alternative, a world without whales, it's too terrible to imagine. To my eye, women get sexier around 35. They know a thing or two, and knowledge is always alluring. I think Indian women are very beautiful. They have a sense of elegance and innocence. I realize how precious life is, probably because I've seen how it can be taken away. Love means that everything is right with the world. Love and only love. Love means that you are content within your own heart and in the presence of the person that you love, who fills your day and makes you stronger and wiser, and gives you the confidence to go out into the world. Love is just the most beautiful, joyous feeling. I love the ukulele. It's got a beautiful, melodic tone to it. There's something innocent and romantic, and it's just a grand instrument to play. You can get totally messed up trying to please everyone with what you do, but ultimately, you have to please yourself. I think Buddhism is a wonderful philosophy. I've had the good fortune to meet many wonderful teachers from that society. My mother was the prettiest woman in the town. He was a bit older than her. They made me, and he split. I know something about life and being a father and the worries and the fears of bringing up children. I should like to think that we'll find peace on this earth at some point and come to a collective consciousness of compassion for each other, where we say, enough, let us live as one. My religious philosophy is kindness. Try to be kind. That's something worth achieving. I ride horses, I love horses, I've owned horses. The fin whale is the second largest whale species on Earth, weighing up to 80 tons. Being a widower is not that groovy when you lose someone you really love, and you have to go out and date again. As you get older, there's a loosening of the ties to the ego and the posturing of who you are and how you behave. I thought Moulin Rouge was inspirational, and Jesus Christ Superstar I loved. Oh, humiliation is poisonous. It's one of the deepest pains of being human. I'm one of those guys who believes that you need a strong woman in your life. I always see myself as a character actor, but Remington Steele was me. I gave up on trying to be any character. I just put myself as me in this world of Remington Steele and the Grand Pretender. I just find that you can become a very boring person living in LA. I tell you, living there on a day-to-day basis is vacuous, terribly fake. God has been good to me. My faith has been good to me in the moments of deepest suffering, doubt and fear. Dealing with death is there forever, really, you know, because we all have to face it. When I got the invitation to be part of The Ghost or The Ghost Writer, as it's now known, from Mr. Roman Polanski, my interest level was very peak. I was very excited and pleased to get such an offer from Mr. Roman Polanski. Certain projects find you at the right time. My family is my sanctuary. I had to have some balls to be Irish Catholic in South London. Most of that time I spent fighting. I love George Clooney. I think George is brilliant. Be good to people, be kind to people, show up, read the lines, hit the mark, and go home. There are a lot of funny things that happen in one's life. When it comes to whaling, Iceland is an international outlaw. Years of global negotiations and declarations have failed utterly to end its illegal slaughter of whales. It's time to send Iceland a message it can't ignore: trade sanctions. You always bump into politics in life, and as a man, I'm party to a number of environmental issues that concern me first and foremost, as a man, as a father. Acting allows me to explore new worlds, to discover characters by delving into their lives, and ultimately to become someone else entirely. People should be allowed to marry, and gay marriage should be out there. If a man or a woman has a good partner and they love each other with their heart and soul, let them marry. I am very much for gay marriage. I am the actor that I am. I do what I do. I've been a leading man, playing romantic leads for a long time now. I'm not a politician or political animal. Fame is like a big piece of meringue. It's beautiful, and you keep eating it, but it doesn't really fill you up. I was trained as an actor and taught to believe at a very young age that I could be anything and do anything, and then you find yourself painted into a corner by your own image or persona. I love color. When I paint, I use a lot of color. I love art that has a vibrancy of color and compositions. I adore the Impressionists, and I'm influenced strongly by them as a self-taught artist. I went to a Radiohead concert with Mr. Aaron Paul and became instantly hip. He's a great tweeter and took a photograph of the two of us. He said, "Man, look at this. We've already got 800 hits in 5 minutes. So this old dog became hip." That's it. I've said all I've got to say on the world of James Bond. I'm first and foremost an Irishman, by birth, by nature, by soul, but an American citizen through and through as well. I will forever be a Bond. It's a small group of men who've made this role. Someone said, more men have walked on the moon than have played James Bond. I love the intimacy and the passion and the danger that go into independent filmmaking, because it comes out of a creative necessity. It comes from people who really want to make a movie and want to make a difference and want to grab an audience by the gullet and show them something different. There's too many people in seats of power who just haven't got a clue what they're doing. They're being counters, and it just pisses me off because consequently our kids go to see crap movies. Visit our website for more quotes, quoting.com.